Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience. We did have a little bit of a delay here with the team sorting a couple of things out, having a bit of technical difficulties, but we are finally on our way to start this game. Maybe another couple of minutes, that's what they wanted. So I am going to be your caster for tonight, Bankai. Today I'm bringing to you a NGS event where we have two teams duking it out. We have on the home side the Badest dudes currently standing in 5th position with 11 points, and they're going up against the Devil's Rejects, currently standing in 7th position. And today joining me is my casting mentor and my team captain, Jason.
Hello, everybody.
So how you doing tonight, Jay?
Doing pretty good. You know, I'm currently on vacation, so I'm just kind of chilling, watching a lot of NGS action, doing casts, and I'm excited to jump in here for your first cast, buddy.
Thank you. That is awesome. Yeah, I was really looking forward to casting this game. The Devil's Rejects, fun fact, Devil's Rejects being my former team, played with them quite a bit in Heroes Lounge. A couple of good dudes to hang out with and play with. But now they qualified for Division E in NGS. This is their first time in this tournament. They've been performing pretty good so far. Decent performances. So while I kind of am rooting for them, on low key, just to throw it out there, just a little low key there, yeah. But yeah, so while we still wait, because the Badest dudes are still setting up, I believe.
Still getting ready.
Yeah, they're still getting ready here. Jay.
There's a pretty big match in the division here. We've got the Badest dudes in 5th and the Devil's Rejects in 7th. And if you kind of look at the division, there's kind of a top 5 right now that are apart from most other teams. The Badest dudes like the last of that group. And then Fredonia and the Devil's Rejects sitting a little bit below where they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a mid-tier of their own. And then everybody else below is behind. And those guys are really going to be struggling to get into the playoffs. So I feel like if the Devil's Rejects can win this game against the Badest dudes, the 2-0 domination, they're going to join those other 5 and make it kind of a top 6.
Yep.
But if the Badest dudes can get the win, they not only keep Devil's Rejects from joining them in that group up there, but they also fling themselves to the top. They'll be tied for first in the division.
Yep.
Both of these teams pretty important for both of these squads right now.
Yep, pretty important game for both of them. That's why this will be an amazing game to watch. Just while we wait here, let's just go over some of the map picks and bans. So we have for the Badest dudes banning out that Alterac Pass and Braxis holdout. Not a fan of that map, but thank God it's gone. And the Devil's Reject banning out BOE and Hanamura Temple. So both teams looking to ban out those 2-lane maps. They don't want to deal with it. The Badest dudes go ahead and pick out Cursed Hollow. Not seen a lot here in the lower divisions. This map hasn't gotten a lot of playtime. Jay, since you're casting higher divisions up as well, have you witnessed Cursed Hollow as much up there?
I'm not familiar with the map stats overall in the higher division. I don't think I've personally casted any Cursed Hollow matches in Div A yet, or the heroic game that I covered. So, I mean, for my small sample size, I would say no. But in general, this is one of the played maps in NGS from what I've seen. A lot of people like to ban this map out because it's big. Get away with a lot of split strategies, a lot of alternative macro heavy strategies. So it's a little bit harder to control your win condition and keep control of the game.
Yeah, Cursed Hollow, one of those maps where I believe camp timings are pretty effective if you're doing them well on your rotations. That's very important as well. Um, Not played a lot of it myself, but I do enjoy it. The little bit that I have played it, I love the fact of the curse. I feel like it's a little OP, but there are a lot of teams that I've seen who are able to basically like stop the curse. You know, like when they're trying to push with the curse, they kind of tend to like put up a really good defense. And I'm wondering if if we'd be able to see that tonight, where either team, if cursed, how they defend it or how they take advantage of it.
Yeah, there are a lot of these different map objectives, much like the web weaver on Tomb Spider Queen.
Hmm.
But there are certain situations where if you pick it up, it's not going to be very effective for you. Or if you pick it up at the right time, you can get a lot more value out of it than you got camps, especially a boss pushing in a lane and you get the curse. It'll get a lot more value. If you push with the curse and you have a strong siege comp, then you'll get a lot out of your curses. If the other team has really good anti-siege, really good AoE damage, like from Chromie, or things that can deal a lot of damage from behind the structures, even if they're not helping you defend, then your team might be good at defending. The other team might struggle to get value out of it. A lot of people pick Sylvanas here because they can follow up a curse with that black arrow and kind of, in a way, extend the curse in a single lane.
Right,
So,
exactly.
so yeah, and also this is the I think this might be the biggest map that's currently on the actual NGS.
Roster, yeah,
Certainly.
at this time,
Of
yeah.
course, Warhead Junction is not available in NGS. It's a map that a lot of people hate for the same reason. It's so big, it's so hard to respond to the enemy team if you don't have a good macro presence.
Yeah, very true. I think the biggest one was Sky Temple, but Sky Temple no longer being a part of that
Also
rotation.
tossed out.
Yep, tossed out. Since our NGS community loved Hanamura so much, yet they ban it every time. But yeah,
So
no.
it kind of leaves a couple of competitors in Garden of Terror. Infernal Shrines is pretty big. But and then Towers is a fairly large map comparatively to some of the other two. Still, I mean, this map it's kind of the favored home of Abathur
Hmm.
for that reason because it's so
Yes.
big. It's just hard to hunt him down on this.
Yeah, talking about a couple of like sustainable picks now, people that are key, I guess, on this map. Sylvanas, like you mentioned, one of them. Um, Going in with first pick, I believe it was the Baddest dudes that took that option as they won the coin toss. Do you think they would prioritize any of those heroes, or should they not?
Yeah, you can approach the drafts in this map in a lot of different ways.
Hmm.
Getting sustained damage can be very good, especially if you have good poke damage, something like a Junkrat or Chromie. Things that are good at getting reliable interrupts on these trees, especially if you have a split push hero or a side soak hero like an Abathur or a global like a Falstad, where the longer you can poke out this objective, install it, or you can get out of those side soak.
Yeah,
You can also go for just straight sustain, things like Muradin, or good sustained healers like Ana or Brightwing. A little bit of both with sustain and the global.
yeah, that
It's
bright
all
ring.
up to the teams how they want to prioritize what strengths they want early in the.
Yeah, that's very true. I wonder whoever gets Sylvanas, if they do get Sylvanas, would they be looking at a cheese comp, trying to take out that bottom wall ASAP, or cheesing the wells? I wonder if these teams, knowing that this is such a crucial game for them, would they try any of these spicy stats and comps? Maybe looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the kind of game where you're probably not going to hold much back.
All right. Little
Let's
bit
see.
of a typo over there. No problem, Matt Kaiser.
Ah, whoops.
Whoopsies. There you go.
Hashtag gamer spelling.
So true, so true. But yeah, just a quick shout out to Ducky Estiden. Thank you for the follow. Snuggly for the raid coming in. Small Fry underscore Leon. Thank you for those follows, guys. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, I believe we're still waiting for one of the players on the Badest dudes side. Yeah, so hopefully he fixes the issues that he has and jumps on so we can get this show on the road.
Yeah, and both these allowing themselves the uh, time that they need to get everything together and get started. And the other thing that you really look for here on Cursed Hollow is boss presence. Not one, but two bosses here on Cursed Hollow. So being able to have any kind of major zoning can be very good here, and having quick boss clear can allow you to maybe quickly steal one of these bosses. The enemy team knows.
Yeah, that rotation on the boss is big factor in, especially if you can time that well with the curse. Oh, the damage output, really good, really good.
You mentioned it. That's why you may look at a shift onto one of these lanes and try to maybe get a little bit of cheese with a Sylvanas or get some kind of extra push in your boss lane or in the other team's boss lane if you expect to have the ability to steal the other team's boss at some
Yeah, very true.
point.
With Pat, I hope this being Tip E on curse, we see some juice pirates.
Yeah, kind of a classic Heroes of the Storm strategy where you take Lieutenant Morales with her level 10 ultimate, which is medevac. You have a really high uh, siege comp, particularly with some kind of protection. Something along the lines of either a Sylvanas to shut things down or a material with sanctification, something that allows you to get free damage onto these structures. And you teleport back to one of the opponent's keeps, and you just start wailing on the keep. You sacrifice your team, get the keep down, you can start spawning the
Catapults, yeah.
And then eventually you just do that over and over again in the same lane until you can get that medevac.
True.
Finish the game off that way.
Mm-hmm.
Very
True.
cheesy. I don't think I've seen that in NGS in a long time. I do remember that we won a game way back in the day. I don't remember if it was. I'm only remembering this because right now the caster that casted that match happens to be live, retired hero. We medevaced to core, and it wasn't really a Juice Pirates comp. It just Morales was in the comp. We medevaced and ended up with 1% on our core when we finished off on the other side. It was pretty exciting.
That is, and that's what I'm saying. Comps like that with such a I don't know, pressure, I guess, with so much pressure in regards to like winning. Would they try it? Because it's not like they have to win it. But I mean, they would love to, right? They would want to win it.
It's not like the winner of this game is going to playoffs and the loser is
right.
This is not a win or you're in situation, but it is going to be a pretty influential game, I think, for either of these teams to hold the tiebreaker over the other in terms of trying to get an advantage in placing within the seed playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. Although with the seeding in the playoffs, bringing that up, the higher the seed, the better, right?
Right, for sure.
Yeah. So that's why I think this game is that much more important, because I think we've crossed that phase now where kind of like sizing our opponents out, taking one game at a time sort of thing. Now we're playing for not playoff contention, but seeding contention. Everybody wants to be in that top half of the bracket so that they get seeded well going into the playoffs. So I think that's the kind of pressure that's kind of built up on these teams here, fighting for that position. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, quick update. We still have maybe another 2 minutes waiting for one of the team members on the side of the baddest dudes. Um, not quite sure what's. All right, he's logging in. He's logging in. We got confirmation. He's logging in. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We still got a couple of minutes. I say here we go, but I'm just saying here we go to like the situation. Not that the game's about to start. It's amazing. All right. I think we are good to go. Sorry for the delay, people. We are about to kick this show and take it on the road.
That gave me time to get some work done on the side. But now we got that last NGS match pasted together.
Nice.
Uploading to YouTube.
Nice, nice.
A little bit of a connection issue on my last cast, so hopefully I'm good. Internet issues tonight.
Yeah, hopefully. Or this would turn out to be a solo cast. And there's going to be a lot of this things and that things in the team fights.
Right.
As we get into the draft for Cursed Hollow, we have one moment here.
Johanna going to be panned out here to start over on the side of the Devil's Rejects, taking away that strong frontliner who can hold position on these troops, and with the flashlight, able to do a really nice job of interrupting these tribute caps. And Junkrat panned out on the other side, Kai. That's another one of those heroes that is so good being able to stall out this objective.
Yes, yes. I forget what his Q ability is called, but the bombs.
I actually don't know what it's called. It's just a grenade.
Yeah, the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
I think it's called grenade launcher. Yeah, that grenade launcher can be a pain in that stall game. It can really help. Junkrat help stall out the objective, while the team could split off and grab those levels that you're looking for. Important levels like level 6, level 13, and that level 20. So really helps with the stall game. And then the Devil's Rejects go ahead and block out that Chromie. None of that Chromie zoning out stuff. And then in response, they do block out the Mei on the side of the Badest dudes. Another one tank that's really good at zoning out and just objective control.
Yeah, Mei also with that avalanche, so powerful. We were all kind of glad to see that banned out at the end of the last season because of the bugs, but they got it fixed in time for NGS Season 10, so he's been back in. But Tassadar are going to be the first pickup for the Devil's Reject. Uh-oh.
Yes, and I think that was a bit of an issue because I think on the coin toss, the Badest dudes were the ones that picked first pick. And Cursed Hollow was picked by the Devil's Rejects, but I think there's a bit of a confusion. Let's just see if we can get this sorted out.
Now it looks like somebody just dropped.
Oh yeah, actually it looks like somebody just dropped. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. That was just a brain. What do you call it? Brain freeze? Brain fart?
Yep, brain fart, I think.
Yeah, brain fart's the word.
The phrase.
Yes. All right. We're having quite a bit of problem today when it comes to connections. All right, let's take a look. I think Everyone is ready to go. It's it's they seem to be having some sort of internet issue, maybe. It seemed
Yeah, well, he's on. He's on. They're saying that he's on Discord with them, but it seems like it makes connection to Blizzard.
might have to
But
go
what's
to
funny?
yeah.
What's funny? It was somebody earlier that we were waiting on the Badest dudes for. Now it's the Devil's Rejects that are having trouble connection issues. Both of these teams struggling a bit.
Yeah, definitely struggling. maybe we got to pull out the rule book for this one and see what's going on.
Struggle is real between these boys. Hopefully we can get this started soon. Like he's getting back in now.
Yep. Yeah, sorry about the delayed start. We know that this game was supposed to start at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time, but there has been a lot of technical difficulties today. Not just on the part of the players' internets, even some point Blizzard was having issues with their login screens or logging in. Yeah,
I can tell you World of Warcraft was having problems with their authentication.
Authentication. Yeah. And I think that kind of trickled down to like HOTS as well.
Possible.
Yeah.
I like to think that they don't run on similar servers because then they don't have to have multiple games. Actually, don't have any direct idea.
Yeah, it's just random, very very random. All right, ladies and gentlemen, since we're going to wait for them to come back, what we'll do is we'll take a quick, short break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your patience. It seems like we do have all 10 players now with good connections connected back into the game, and we're gonna get this show back on the road. And starting off with the same bands that we saw earlier, the Devil's Reject go ahead and ban out the Johanna, Junkrat on the sides of the Toughest Dudes, Chromie on the Devil's Rejects, and we were at the point of the last ban on, which was me.
Pick was Greymane.
Tassadar, I believe Tassadar. Yes, Tassadar was the first pick. So they go ahead with that. Hopefully we can blow by this real soon. They say third time is the charm, so... And on the side... Hopefully it is. And on the side of the Baddest Dudes, we have Stitches and the Tyrande. Diva coming out on the side of the Devil's Rejects. None of the team opted to ban out the Diva nor the Gaslow, so maybe we do see both of them appear in this game after those reworks. Diva being pretty strong in that offlane position, as well as Gaslow. But they go ahead and they pick the Anduin as the healer on the side of the Devil's Rejects.
Yes, that's a really interesting combo for the Devil's Rejects, is that Diva Bomb can be pulled by the Leap of Faith. So if D Nasty wants to get a little bit cheeky, can always charge in and Leap of Faith to either pull the bomb in closer to the team, or if they're diving heavy, can pull them back to where maybe the team might be trying to dodge by going in further than the bomb. Also, Stitch's hook could be a potential problem if that bomb is... if they're not careful about where they throw out that hook in the direction of that bomb.
Yep, that's very true. And with the third and final bans, we have Mal'Ganis coming out, as well as the Orphea. I believe that Mal'Ganis is played a lot on the side of the Devil's Reject, so interested to see what tanks that they go with on their side. And we have the infamous Lei Ming that everybody wants to play with those orbs and those orb resets one after the other, as well as Thrall. You, sir, Mr. Jason, are an expert at Lei Ming.
Well, I certainly play it a lot. I don't know if I'd call myself an expert. Pretty good on this map in terms of the poke ability. She works really well in what I call the poke and pop comp, which is, you slowly poke them out until they're low, and then you have the ability to engage into them with the Thrall or the Stitches hook or the Dio on the Entomb, and then you pop them once they're low and move forward. So it's good stall, but also good team fight ability.
Fair assessment. And then on the side of the Devil's Rejects, we have Mirrodin and Tychus. Tychus doing the percent damage, I believe. Help burn down that big health pool of the Stitches, as well as that Leoric that was picked up on the side of the Badest Dudes.
Pretty standard comps for both sides. It'll be interesting to see who can get the advantage here. I think right now the Badest Dudes are more looking to stall out these points, get a little side soak, try and catch somebody out with that hook. Meanwhile, the Devil's Rejects, they're more about point control, being able to turtle up on these tributes and try to see if they can just wear down the Badest Dudes before they're able to find that isolated.
Yep. I'm looking forward to seeing them battle it out, how they go at it. That would be very, very interesting. Badest dudes seem to have a little bit more poke on their side.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, maybe actually it's actually balanced out really well. All right, so on the left, in the blue team, we have the Devil's Rejects. We have Corso on the Tychus, D Nasty on the Anduin. We do have Jack of All on the Diva, Satan Saves on the Murden, and Snuggly Ninja on the Tassadar. I kind of stalled there for a bit because I kind of lost track of who was who.
And on the right for the Badest dudes, we got Demon Grand going to be on the Ming, Mad Kaiser going to be on the Tyrande, Night Raven playing the Leo, Savior 123 on the Thrall, and Ghost of AJ going to be on the Stitches.
And they start duking it out at mid. All 5 players, 4-on-4 actually. Diva split off, went to the offlane as you saw Leori going up there as well. Just a whiff clear, and the rotations have started. Thrall moving to the bottom. We do have Tychus trying to figure out where he has to go, top, bottom.
Swap your overlay around?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Alrighty, so while we do have the normal 1-3-1 here with Thrall down bot against Tass and Night Raven. Is that Jack of All?
Jack of All, yes.
Kind of like Jack of All trades.
Yes, I believe so. Both teams split off to grab their camps. We have Matt Kaiser and Demon Grad working on their siege camp, while Corso and the Nasty work on their siege camp at top. So healer and AA DPS damage doing it off on the side of the Devil's Reject, and we have the same thing on the sides of the Badest dudes. And both pretty much pick it up and clear it at the exact same time.
Yeah, macro-wise, this is the right call for the Badest dudes, so they can have that camp to push here in the laning phase. But for the Devil's Rejects, you'd almost rather have the hard camp first, so you can push with it in the mid, and then cap that siege camp for top, so it can be pushing in the lane while the tribute's spawning in the bottom side. Kind of the standard here. They won't get that split push value this time.
No, not this time.
You actually see for the Badest dudes, they are making this call now to go after the hard camp in the mid, and if they cap it pretty soon here, you're going to hear that pull in just a few seconds for the first objective in the bottom side, and they'll be able to have that pushing against you.
And there it is, as you called it out. As soon as the objective timer came up, they secured that bruiser camp, I believe. The Devil's Rejects now moving to that bruiser camp seems a little bit late, but I don't know. Because if they manage to secure this within the 10 seconds, it kind of seems that their camp will be pushing up further, and that's maybe something that the Badest dudes would have to turn around and take a look at, or they just have decided to give up the first objective and not contest it at all. Nope, we got a poke from Tassadar.
Snuggly Ninja, living up to his name there. Gets that Q in. Meanwhile, on the other side, Wall going to try to cut off Night Raven, but he's still able to Wraith Walk on out. And both of these teams going to kind of resume their positions so they can look to try and poke. But meanwhile, Corso on the backside is able to get the cap. And nice blocks there. The Devil's Rejects being able to prevent that poke coming in from the Badest dudes in the first tribute. Over to the Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, very well played on their side. They waited. They got that camp out pretty late, in my opinion, but they were able to put up that defense, and in turn, they got rewarded by actually capping the first tribute to their name.
Yeah, and they got that camp in the mid just fast enough to have the wave pushed in on mid by the Badest dudes, so their cannon towers on the wall actually helped clear that out. So they'll get a little extra value here in the mid on this camp.
Yep. And it also...
Not much,
yeah. But also, it also seems that the two offlaners have rotated. We see now Leoric at bot and Thrall at top, whereas I believe they started in the opposite lanes. Thrall making that rotation now to mid. Once again, they're duking it out at mid, but no kills, no deathly outcomes at this point in time. Tribute once again spawning at the bottom side, closer towards the Devil's Rejects base. Oh, Satan face checking that bush, but the Badest is not being able to take advantage of that.
The tribute spawning here. It isn't a favorable position for the Devil's Rejects, but a big hook coming out. He's able to jump right on back, though, with that leap of faith from D-Nasty. And we'll see the poke coming out on both sides. That Diva Bomb is available here for Jackaball. I'll just see if he wants to pop it here as the health gets low. There is the Diva Bomb. Gonna give them enough room for D-Nasty to be able to tap on the backside. Both teams will walk away. Two tributes. Still no first blood here, Kai.
Nope, still no first blood. 5 minutes into the game, and both teams have... Oh, wait, mid. And there you have
Caster Curse. That's the Caster Curse, ladies and gentlemen. I say it here, it happens there.
Yeah, good call out on that. No Bloodlust, and then now we go at mid first with the Bloodlust. Tychus coming in very handy to burn down that big health pool of the Stitches. Alright, let's take a look at bottom. It seems like Slugly Ninja, little tongue twister there, has successfully taken out that entire bottom wall. Top lane seems to be pretty much even. Mid lane also towards the advantage. Towards the advantage of the Devil's Rejects. Satan being zoned out of that position where Mad Kaiser sitting at the Badest dudes doing a good job to get into that position first and setting up for this objective. Unfortunately, the Devil's Reject have to give it up. Although that was a good defense on their part of the Badest dudes, not allowing them anywhere close or try to get any of those interruptions on that capture.
Yeah, that should have been an easy cap, I think, for the Devil's Rejects. They had level 10 available. They rotate up the Tastar, who, by the way, is in big trouble right now on the bottom side. He's going to go down. But if they're able to rotate up in time to get that, they have the level 10 advantage. They should have been able to get that third tribute and the curse. Even when the tribute was on a favorable spot for the Badest dudes, but missing that opportunity there. Now their Tassadar is down, and they're gonna have to really work to get in position.
Yeah, I feel like as if that might have been a little bit of a missed call because everybody was moving up from mid, and then they might have not called the rotation, or they did call that rotation, but they definitely did not make it in time to save that Tassadar.
Snuggly Ninja is back, and now it's a big Q on Mad Kaiser. He's gonna have to get back up here. Piranha getting very low, having to pop the self-heal on the Q. Meanwhile, on the other side, multiple members getting low here. Night Raven getting just shredded by that minigun. They're going to finish off the Stitches as well. Meanwhile, the side of the Badest dudes just not being able to find that one kill, get the reset to let Demon Grab pop off. Look at the heal coming at the last second to be able to keep him alive just long enough to exchange with the leaving. 1 for 3 favors of the Devil's Rejects as the Badest dudes continue to try and poke out this trip.
Yeah, that was amazing on the part of the Devil's Rejects, because Satan Saves on the Muradin jumped in literally right before Li Ming could capture that point, and Anduin looking at that and taking opportunity of throwing the light bomb on the Muradin to help stun everyone else, and that's where it kind of trickled down and everybody started getting low and started getting picked off.
Meanwhile, Devil's Rejects do manage to cap here. We'll have the first curse of the game, and now they're going to start spreading out a little bit into the lanes. They send 2 in the mid to push, and meanwhile Leo left alone in the bot to try and clear. Up top, we're going to see the Archon popped here. Starfall popped here from Mad Kaiser to try and defend a little bit. And we will see them trying to get out and away. This is going to cut off Mad Kaiser a little bit, though. I'll have to see if they want to try to dive in after him.
Yeah, the bomb also coming out from Diva, and actually Stitches tried to hook it in to pull it away from Matt Kaiser, so that he doesn't take any damage, but he actually walked out, so he was saved. But Ghost being a bit of trouble right now. Great body blocks on the side of Diva, great wall by the Tassadar to literally blow the Stitches up. I believe that was Earthquake that was also used by...
Yeah, that's an unfortunate Earthquake usage there, because it's too late to save the Stitches, and then it gets no value after he's dead, so...
Right,
kind of
exactly.
Meanwhile, Demon Grad trying to throw in the orbs here, see if they can get some damage to deter them from this boss, but without Stitches here, there's just no way they can realistically hope to steal this boss back.
Yeah, and...
A haymaker on the Li Ming.
Yeah, that's a puncher in, and unfortunately nobody was ready for that, but that does allow them to grab that boss. That was actually a good move on their part, recognizing that their tank was down on the opposite team, and to move in and grab that boss. As we spoke before, that boss control helps a lot, and now they're making a move down to the bottom, their own boss, try to get that out, so have both lanes pushing in. Tyrande does throw in that owl to scout them out, so they know they're here. They know they got to defend the bottom pretty soon, but unfortunately you cannot contest at this point in time.
Yeah, so this is the double boss play. Nice power play overall here from the Devil's Rejects as they get the curse, and that gets them every fort. And then they'll have this double boss play to really be able to control the macro here, moving into the second half of this.
Yep, definitely. Since it's a bit of a cooldown time, everybody's trying to macro, get some XP in there. Both teams currently doing their bruiser camps to have the lanes pushed out. Let's just quickly go over their level 10s. We got Murden with Haymaker, Anduin with Light Bomb. We have a Micro Missile by Diva, Drake and Laser Drill by Tychus, and the Archon by Tassadar, which we already saw. And then we have the Wave of Force on the Li Ming, Starfall on the Tyrande, Entomb Bomb with Leoric. Oh, never mind. I'll stop right there. It's getting distracted. And once again...
gets Haymaker into oblivion there as the Devil's Rejects are pushing in here. We also had, of course, the Putrid Bile and the Earthquake, but that's it for the Badest dudes, as we do see Devil's Rejects getting the front wall there, and now going to be able to easily rotate back to get...
Yeah, this opens up, this really puts the Badest dudes on defense at this point in time, with every fort taken, the front wall taken to their keep, and nothing on the side of the Devil's Reject. They can easily claim this... Nope, not easily. I guess Tyrande could keep poking, buying them some time, but good positioning from the Devil's Rejects, basically all in position to cut them off, just in case they do decide to put up a defense for it.
Level 16 not here, so there's no way the Badest dudes are going to try to come out and contest that. They could look for a hook here, see if they can isolate somebody. They do get a hook. Oh, but look at the self-cleanse there. That might be the most amazing medallion I've seen there from Snuggly Ninja.
Yeah, somebody clip it.
Oh, but look out, the big entomb into the Diva. Oh no, the Diva bomb was on the other side. I take it all back. I saw that backwards there.
Yeah, 2 ults blown up. Like, the entomb was great. 4 people got caught in that, but then the Diva bomb also got stuck in it, so there was no effect.
The Diva bomb was zoning.
Yeah.
But oh no, the Murden goes down. That is not what you want to see here. If you're the Devil's Rejects, trying to siege into mid right before this tribute comes up. And now they're in a 4v5 situation, and they've given the Badest dudes level 16.
Yep, that is and another great hook on the side of Ghost AJ, catching that Tassadar.
Yeah, he's got fishing hook here, and he's using it. But meanwhile, they are chasing into this fight on the bottom side. Snuggly Ninja somehow still alive after that hook so long ago in this team fight. They're gonna get Night Raven down, and again, the Badest dudes just struggling to get that one kill they need to spawn the resets. Hook comes out onto D Nasty, life bomb to save his life. Just long enough for them to turn and get the double kill on the other side.
Well played. Well played. I don't know how that Tassadar still survived. Like, that was crazy.
The alive.
Yeah, but I did notice though, Tychus on the back lines was blowing up the Tyrande, so she couldn't come in. But yeah, like keeping that Tassadar alive long enough. Tassadar kept blowing out his Qs there, draining them, and then that light bomb by Anduin. You know, I've heard it's so called that Dynasty is their MVP player on their team. Like his healing is what always secures them the wins. I think
that light bomb was really clutch because it kept them alive long enough to kill the Li Ming. She technically was still alive when the first kill happened, but it wasn't long enough to actually hit abilities again and reset. And there's Snuggly Bear hooked in, and they are picking on this Tassadar with that hook.
Yep, they're picking on that Tassadar. That was a good hook, though. That was a good hook to like isolate him and just pick him out because there were like 4 people standing there and he just got the Tassadar. That was really good. So now the question is, do the Devil's Reject fight for this objective or they give it up?
They have to get. They're on their way to level 20. They're still winning the race to level 20, and this tribute is not important at all.
Nope.
If they just get if they get their camps, get 20. And show up to the next tribute, they'll be able to use that storm tier, the storm talent tier to really be able to get themselves an edge. But it doesn't look like the Badest dudes are taking advantage of the Devil's Rejects wanting to play passive to get their boss up top.
Yep, that's a really good move. I like that. Will the Devil's Reject respond by doing their own boss, or will they? Yeah, there you go.
The Tassadar now coming back, so they're gonna have the 5v5. They're gonna have level 20 popping here, and they are on the right side of the map to be able to defend this tribute. They do have the boss up top here, but it's not gonna get a whole lot, especially with the grabbing of that camp. If it positions right up in the top lane, that camp will actually help clear the boss.
Clear the boss, exactly, and they basically
sitting right under it. Never mind, the boss will kill it with a couple of. I take it back.
But the Devil's Rejects have opened up their win condition from bot lane, though. So the Badest dudes have to take this fight at this point in time. It's a well, they could have taken it pre-20,
no
but...
on bot. If the tribute actually doesn't really help them that much. They should be running
to that boss.
Of the Badest dudes right now.
Right.
Take the level 20 fight. They're giving it to you right now.
Exactly. They don't need this tribute, but I guess the tribute triggers a fight.
Yeah, it will indeed. Leo, the first to fall very quickly. Their light bomb on the backside, scattering the members of the Badest dudes. Diva is going to fall, and it's a 3-for-1 exchange as Mad Kaiser and Safi are trying to make something happen, but D-Nasty is going to cap the trip on the backside. Tyrande goes down. Boss is on the core. This one's over, Kai.
This one is over. That boss beating it down. Boom, 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 boom. GG's. Well played on the side of the Devil's Reject. It just felt like their composition was a little bit stronger, or they played it up much stronger than we have on the side of the Badest dudes. Let's take a look at the results. There we go. Hey, no zeros. No zeros.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, that is awesome. So we see the Tassadar there with a lot of siege damage, 132,000 and 57,000 on the side of hero damage. I believe they played it really, really well. The Diva doing really good, 6-6-1. Really helped with the zoning of those the Badest dudes. The use of the Diva bomb. I could say could have been used a little bit more, but they did well. And look at this, Tyrande, 42,959 DPS.
Yeah.
The highest.
Basically an assassin healing hybrid, but you mentioned it, D-Nasty with his 60k healing, it came in that game, and really big light bombs as well to be able to set up some of the kills.
Yeah.
And while the Diva bombs didn't get a lot of team fight value in terms of damage, they did zone and force the Badest dudes to spread out a lot.
Yep.
So a good value from that hero. I wouldn't be shocked to see a Diva ban in game by the Badest.
Yep, definitely that Diva ban. Hoping for that Diva ban, but let's see. All right, so let's just go into our next match.
Yeah, we should probably take a little break for that.
Yep, let's just go into a short break and we will be right back. Thank you again, guys. Oh, a quick shout out to Dirtlock. Thank you for the follow. Well, we'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this epic battle between the Devil's Rejects, and the Badest Dude. The next map chosen was a Dragonshire. I believe it was picked by the Badest Dudes, not quite sure there. But we'll see.
Yeah, would have been map pick for
the Badest Dudes, yeah. And the Devil's Rejects once again banning out that Johanna. And there you have it, that Diva ban. None of that Diva nonsense. You don't want to deal with the bomb. Don't want to deal her disrupting while they're trying to kill somebody. Yeah, good ban. Respect.
Yeah, that was definitely a big influential pick in that. Surprised to see that banned out, but once again, throwing Johanna out the window. They don't want to see the blinds and the wave clear and the rotation. And we see another heavy rotational tank to be banned out here by the Devil's Reach.
Yeah. Seems like they're going for a tank choke. Banning out two strong, beefy boys. Well, a Tauren and a woman. Just banning them out. don't want to be with them. Chieftain.
They're both beefy, but
yeah.
May on the other side. So yeah, big tank chokes. Those are really the top 3 tanks right now in the meta. So the Badest Dudes responding, saying they don't want them to just have the one strong tank, so they'll take them all off. Next one going to be picked up for the Devil's Reach.
Yeah, that was going to be my next point. Do they let Rexar through when they banned out the Mei? So it seemed like they would first pick the Rexar. Rexar really strong on this map when it comes to the point control, leaving Misha on there to just and secure the point while Rexar stands in lane and just soaks up. And then on the side of the baddest dudes, we have Demon Grand picking up that Tassadar and a Mad Kaiser picking up that Stukov. I like Stukov. Stukov can make it really difficult during team fights with those silence, and then just in general, even if a target is being isolated with that silence, it could be a real pain. And then I believe that silence is called Lurking Arm. The purple pool. That's what it is. Yes, Lurking Arm. Yeah, and Stukov is really good at even pushing away people. I don't know what's it called. Like Stukov slap. He slaps the shit out of people.
He's got the flailing swipe and the massive shit. Either way, it's good at zoning heroes away. It kind of depends on what you want. But meanwhile, Mal'Ganis picked up along with the Junkrat. That's again big rotational synergy from the 4-man already with just the picks.
Yep, that's definitely for sure. Oh, and the Chromie ban on the side of the baddest dudes, as well as a Leoric being banned out. So a lot of heavy frontliners being banned out on the side of the Devil's Rejects. And the baddest dudes respond with Varian and Raynor. Raynor really good at burning down that Dragon Shire with his first ability. I believe it's called Executioner. And not only just the dragon, but also waves. He has good wave clear. And he is the best glorified minion.
He is the best minion in the game.
Yep.
But meanwhile, on the other side, for Snuggly Ninja, they're going to pick up that Greymane. Also really good at burning out the Dragon Knight, should the other team get it. But good camp clear from both of these teams.
Yep.
Good wave clear from both of these squads. So I think already here, before we even see the last pick, we're all the solo laner to go against the Rexar. This is really going to come down, I think, to execution more than anything, because both of these teams look pretty strong.
Yep, definitely. Very strong lineups. Yep. And we're also looking at variant main tank, so maybe a taunt variant coming out there. Yep.
Could definitely be taunt, yep. And that's good for TAS. You know, the hardest thing with TAS is to try and get the damage onto somebody. So it's easier when they're standing still on that taunt.
Yeah, very true. That Q ability to that's depending on the build that he goes. Either way, either his auto attack build or his Q build, they're both ridiculously strong. And if you have a standing target, like nothing can get better than that, right?
I mean, the big combo that I like to do with that is Lee Ming.
Oh, yes.
Much like the TAS, it's about putting damage in the right place. And, the taunt makes that a lot easier. Meanwhile, up top, Thrall, probably one of the best heroes to be able to try to poke out the Rexar as he's trying to deal with the two that are up top there, having to deal with Misha as well as the Rexar.
Yep. Alright, so on the left side in the blue team, we have Jack of All on that Rexar already cutting off and going top. None of that mid-nonsense. We have Satan Saves on the Mal'Ganis, D Nasty on the Malfurion, Snuggly Ninja on the Greymane, and we have Corso on the Junkrat.
On the right for the baddest dudes, we've got Demon Brand going to be playing the Tassadar, Night Raven on the Raynor, Ghost of AJ on the Variant. Got Savior 1-2-3 on Thrall. I've got Mad Kaiser on the Stukov.
All right, everyone's gonna size each other up at mid. Wait till those minions come rolling in.
Both the solo laners already up top, not wanting to engage down here first, and we'll see. A little bit cut off here is Night Raven. We'll have to see if the Devil's Rejects want to try and able to make his way back up to his team, but definite advantage in the rotation early here for the Devil's Rejects.
Yep, sort of a safe rotation from the baddest dudes. Instead of cutting through the grass at here, which is called the triangle, they actually went around. I'm
This
not.
is basically the Bermuda Triangle of Heroes of the Storm. Sometimes team members go into this triangle and they don't walk out because the vision is so funky with that triangle-shaped a bit of brush.
Mhm.
Have to try to navigate.
Yep, definitely, and they continue to do that. Even in that last rotation, they decided to walk safe and just go around, not wanting to take any chances in case of a gank or the entire team sitting waiting for them to get picked off.
Well, everybody knows, especially for the Badest dude, Varian is just not a real hero at level 4. In fact, I'd almost would have liked to have seen the Devil's Rejects invade that camp early.
Yep.
Try to steal that siege camp away before Varian's able to get his basically his heroic at level 4 here.
Yep. It seems like they sent 2 people to nab the dragon in Corso and the Nasty, but the Baddest dude's putting up a defense with Varian as well as Tassadar. Stukov already working on that Bruiser camp along with Knight Raven, so that's a good call. Let's see what's going on top. Seems like Savior 123 is holding his own at top. But the Devil's Reject,
is definitely going to have the advantage in both soaking the lane and keeping the objective. Meanwhile, down bot, it looks like the entire front wall down by the Devil's Rejects. Very well done, pushing in while the rest of the team is rotating around, getting a top camp.
Yep, definitely very good. Oh, Night Raven's out of position. Do they take advantage? No. They let him slide. Like, whatever, minion.
Badest dudes having to stick to mid, try and get that objective back, and meanwhile the Devil's Rejects are going to take advantage of them being a little bit out of sorts here, and we'll try to get this bottom camp. The question is, can the Badest dudes scout this out? Ghost of AJ is coming in hot on the backside. Does have the taunt available at this point. We'll go back and taunt D Nasty. The members of the Badest dudes not ready to follow it up. Night Raven comes in from the right flank, though. They're going to be able to finish off that Malfurion, but it's a 1-for-1. Snuggly Ninja going to have to dive out. Does have that... Oh, wait, no! Night Raven catches him with the Q!
Ba-bang! And that's the sound that Rainer made while he was trying to get Snuggly Ninja, the Grey Mane. It seemed like a little hesitant at the bottom camp when Snuggly started to run backwards. I think his intentions were to like turn on... it was to turn on the Stukov, but it just went the other way. And then he jumped back in for that kill.
Gotta clear that wave there. Amount of damage put onto the front wall, but they are able to neutralize that bottom shrine and prevent the members of the Badest dudes from being able to cap here off of that 2-for-1.
Yep. On the bottom lane, once again, pushing in, really heavily pushing in. They should be able to get this, the well here. No one's there. Oh, they make a rotation to top. Everybody rotated top. But unfortunately, they don't catch the Rexar. Yep, all 4 members
big
top.
Rotation from the Badest dudes, though. They get all 4 members up top here. Tassadar is staying mid, trying to at least get a little bit of the side soak in. The response from the Devil's Rejects is just push bottom camp, and they'll be pushing in this bottom fort. But this does take away the advantage that Rexar has in the top of being able to have that well and that structure to fall back to. So, at the very least, in terms of trying to get the map objective capped, they've got that top advantage for the solo lane.
Yeah, definitely. So they do trade out the forts top for bottom, but like you mentioned, that puts Rexar at a disadvantage. Oh, Rainer is no, he just walked past. So does Varian.
Yeah, it's still not a great trade though. I think for the Badest dudes, the bottom lane is the priority lane. 3 out of the 5 camps on this map feed into that bottom lane. Meanwhile, big stun chain on Ghost of AJ. Look at the concussion line, booping him back, but he's it's the cocktail killer coming in here for Snuggly Ninja.
Oh, snuggly.
Here, have a drink. Boom, dead.
Yeah, he almost got away, and that timing of the bomb, the concussion bomb, to push him back into the team. Really, really well played by Corso. And
Level 10 now in for the Devil's Rejects, as we are going to see Carry and Swarm. Very interesting pick here.
Yeah.
Along with the Tranquility, Unleash the Boars, First Bullet, and Junkrat still holding, as they're diving in deep under the tower here. And yeah, that tower is going to take down Greymane, but they are able to cap the Dragon Knight on the backside of this, as Junkrat is in the Dragon Knight, still hasn't picked that heroic yet.
Yeah, Junkrat refusing to help his team. He's like, nah, Dragons are more important than the Greymane.
Get objective, bros.
Yeah, objective time. Yeah, still waiting on that Junkrat to pick his level 10 heroics, but we do have heroics now on the side of the baddest dudes. We have Archon, we have Hyperion, we have Warbringer, we have Sunder, and we have the Massive Shove.
They are going to be trying to shove away the one. It's probably taken because of the Mal'Ganis, the ability to push him away when he's mid-sleep charge.
Yep.
But we will see First Bullet coming out. Connects with somebody in there. It looked like it might have been Mad Kaiser, but as Junkrat pops out of this, he's in pretty deep. Taunt's going to come out, and the kill goes on to Mal'Ganis. That Riptire, not time to save their tank.
Yep, the tank goes off. Boom. Done. But I haven't seen Varian use or take advantage of the taunt. It seems like, I feel at least, he seems like he's playing a little bit too passive, or they're just not getting in proper position to take advantage of that taunt. But we'll see. We'll see. I think this is the first time that they've made a move in the Bermuda Triangle. And yes, do they catch it? Yep, they catch the Junkrat and blow him up in 2 seconds. Oh, the Dynasty? Oh, he survives.
100 health, but look at the sleep there from Satan. No thank you, Satan. That last kill, I suppose.
Yeah, that was a good one, although they just missed out. He did save. He did save. So it goes exactly as his name. And the baddest dude's taking advantage of that pick there and going straight in for their bottom camp. But Satan scouting them out. Are they going to make a move in there? And Satan comes in, puts them to sleep, and gets taunted.
Yeah, he doesn't have his team here.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
They left him!
No!
Oh, no!
I understand the thought process, but it's got to be communicated among the Devil's Rejects here. I mean, if his team is not there to follow it up, they still had, I think they still had one coming back. I think the Junkrat was still coming back from spawning.
Yeah.
You can't make that move. You just can't.
Not with 4 of them when you've scouted it out and there's no follow-up, like...
I mean, you'll still be taking damage from the camp, too. So
yeah.
It's not, yeah, it's kind of rough. Oh, but the group comes out. No concussion mine follow-up, though. It's kind of on the wrong side.
Oh, there it is.
Camp in a little bit.
Yeah.
And they get the stun.
Satan going back in again?
Yeah, and almost gets blown up there by the taunt.
Riptire coming out.
Riptire into the root.
Oh, no follow-up as Snuggly is fighting the Troll Lord.
Oh, but Xavier's here on the flank. It's the big Sunder. He's going to get booped back into tower range, but that's still the kill onto Malfurion. No healer here as the Junkrat's going to fall.
Yep.
And the baddest dude's getting a double kill.
Yeah, they're really being the baddest dudes at this point in time. Just when I said Varian is not taking advantage of that taunt, he goes and turns around, and it's just taunt central. Like, everybody's getting taunted. You're getting taunted, he's getting taunted, everybody's getting taunted.
He's the Oprah of taunting. Everybody gets a taunt.
Everybody gets a taunt. We have Satan saves at bottom, just cleaning that camp out there. We got the Rexar, Dynasty, and Snuggly at the mid. So now they've kind of broken off into this. It seemed like a 1-3-1 lane. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we are going to see the Cursed Bullet and Damage combo coming out onto Night Raven, but he's able to back up. Big stun from Nisha into the root, though, and the Ghost of AJ in all kinds of trouble as Junkrat's going to be able to finish him off. But look at the flanking Sunder coming in from Savior. Can they get anything off of it? Satan saves, goes down. Somebody saves Satan, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't want to save Satan. He's on his own every single time. Good trade though. Good trade. Tank for tank. So not too much to lose over there. They have made that rotation top now. Let's see if they move on the Rexar. Medallion used.
It's an opportunity for the Badest dudes. They have both of them capped. Cassadar is rotating down, but it looks like Snuggly Ninja is going to be here in time to interrupt it. Goes in pretty deep here. A little poke from Night Raven, but both teams are going to back up a little bit as Junkrat's on the bottom shrine.
Yeah, they took control of the bottom one. As long as they're controlling one, they're good. Oh, do they catch Thrall on their rotation? No, it seems like they're rotating safe. They're just going up to clear.
Rotating pretty safe here. This is a big moment in this match. Even though level 16s are here right now for the Badest dudes, Devil's Rejects, if they can manage to get 16 and take a big team fight, they can win the game off of that alone. But wait a minute, they're not waiting.
Nope, they're not waiting.
16. Yeah, Sunder comes out, but that is going to be Junkrat able to secure it. Oh no, actually, he's going to have it go all the way back and goes to AJ.
I think that was a good call. Take a fight pre-16, but it could have been a really disadvantage for the Devil's Rejects if they lost it there. But that pick put them up, got them their 16s, and they got the Thrall. That was a good pick. Thrall was a good pick, and Satan actually lived.
Yeah, Rexar still on bot lane is clearing here, but they're going to try and zone there with the Hyperion. That's going to stall out the objective a little bit. Still 6 seconds before they've got Thrall back, but the taunt comes down. Are they able to get Snuggly Ninja? He's getting low, but he'll roll away here. And now Rexar is coming in on the flank. Thrall just spawning. Bisha gonna go back, gets the stun on it, goes to AJ, but again, they catch the Mal'Ganis out too far here, guy.
Yeah, Mal'Ganis actually, I saw what he was doing there. He was basically peeling out for his team. Everybody survived on his team except for him. Not the most ideal situation, but I kind of like it. Oh! Mad Kaiser was going on the Greymane there by himself, almost getting him too.
Now the Badest dudes have both of these capped. Brad's gonna try and cap the bomb.
Oh, they got it.
Not in time.
Not in time. Good try. Good try.
Now they're gonna be pushing the mid lane here, but no, they're gonna think better of it. And yeah, go down to that priority lane.
Yeah, go to the priority lane, take it out. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good decision coming bottom here. No, but the Devil's Reject also rotate at the same time. They understand that pretty well as well. They're burning down the dragon.
Yeah, they're able to take out the Riptire before it can explode here.
Yeah.
But we are going to see them just dealing a ton of damage to this Dragon Knight.
Oh yeah, they're beating on him.
My goodness.
Wow. Can they turn here? Can they turn?
I mean, they can turn, but also they're in trouble.
Wow, look at that chase.
They will turn around, though. Savior, once again on the flank,
no.
actually booping them back.
The Sunder saved them.
So good from Savior, too. The first one, he just missed it. It's just a bit outside.
Yeah. And good rotation on both sides of the map now. The Badest dude's going up to their bruiser camp. The Devil's Rejects going to the bottom bruiser camp.
Excellent defense.
Yeah, that was really good. They managed to save this fort of theirs. So yeah, I like it. That was a really good defense. And now they can cap the siege, and then move to the top to get their bruiser top. Let's see what Jack of All is doing. He's had an okay game, a good game. Managed to secure that top really well. Let's take a look at some of the. All right, there we go. I found it. First try. We got 4 deaths on Satan saves, but man, nobody wanted to save him anyway, so it's fine. But he did do a lot of saving for his team. Good amount of siege damage coming out from that Rexar at 131k almost. And then we have 119,000 on the side of Tassadar. So very evenly done. The Stukov is beating the Malfurion currently on the healing. Malfurion at 46,000 and the Stukov at 56,308. As they decide to move to that bottom and get that fort, just how they missed out the opportunity when they had the dragon to get it.
camp down here in the bottom lane for the Badest dudes. They're trying to push in with it. Rexar is in the mid, could come down here on the flank, but level 20 is now in for the Badest dudes as they're going to try and push in, secure themselves to fort. Rexar rotating the top to try and push with that camp instead, as that's the big problem right now for the Devils rejects. As this spawns, they do not have level 20s to fight with them here, and Ghost of AJ looking for the top is going to find it there. And but look at the concussion mine! Ghost of AJ gets popped way in. It's going to have to back out here with 10% health. Junkrat, no!
Junkrat was so close. If Tassadar had to like auto attack anyone, even a creep, he would have died with that splash damage in that Archon form. But he didn't, and he got away with a sliver of health. Oh my god. Like, Malfurion has been putting down quite some really good roots as well, catching them off guard at times. And the Stukov too. That Stukov purple pool, lurking arm, what I refer to it as. It was really good, but what?
No, the got him. The grenade got him still.
That blink has to be clipped.
I mean, it almost was amazing. Almost enough to save him.
Yeah.
Top fort does go down to that camp, though, at the same time. Now level 20 Devils Rex, they're going to have Mal'Ganis way before Thrall comes up here. Until then, it's a 4v4. They're going to cap the bottom one and could potentially try to get the Dragon Knight, but I think it's going to be a little bit too late. Rainer's already heading to the top lane.
Yeah, but Greymane's at bot, so I mean, it's a trade-off again. They're just going to play... there we go. Eesh. But we did see all of them rotating to the top, and now we're rotating back to the bottom. I mean, the Devil's Reject had to... I felt like they had missed their opportunity taking a pre-20.
Look
at that root. Oh my god. Dean Nasty. MVP healer. MVP. Self-proclaimed, by the way. Just throwing it out there.
Well, I mean, you can call whatever MVP you want.
Yeah. Yeah,
totally up to you.
Yeah, I feel like his roots have been on point, catching everyone off guard, getting them, especially on the Varian. But I also like the follow-up.
Trying to interrupt here. Yeah, but they got Rainer's got bot.
The glorified minion. Yeah, the glorified minion with the Hyperion.
Rexar off there. That about half health.
Oh, the invades. No, not the invade. They're turning on the Rainer. And they give him up.
Yeah, they're going to grab the camp here. Well, I think that's a good call. Root to try and zone Ghost of AJ away.
I don't think Snuggly Ninja should be the one. Yeah.
Ghost of AJ could charge around the bushes there, around the terrain.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go in without task.
Yeah.
Again, they just play ring around the rosy to stall the objective.
Yep. I don't think Snuggly should be the one anchoring for the team there. It should have been Satan. At least he'd be able to put them to sleep. But all in all, no mistakes made, and they come out on top. They steal that camp, and here we go. Here we go. They know they're down there. Two of them getting isolated. Rainer getting caught. Oh, no! Oh, my God. Did you see that?
Yeah, the concussion mine was
the concussion mine into the Greymane. Into the Greymane. I thought...
Oh, Demon Rod gets moved back.
Oh, the Archon. Come on. Does he get him? Does he get him? No!
Oh,
Stukov, great play.
Shove from Mad Kaiser saves Tassadar, maybe saving the game right now, keeping them in this.
Yeah, because they would definitely be able. Well, I think they still might be able to. There are two camps pushing bottom that they have to answer to.
Well, they're clearing it. They're clearing it because they're all trying to secure the objective right now.
Would
That's
it be
clear? They will have the dragon. But now they have Tassadar to defend here. If Tassadar is on a 60-second cooldown, he can't defend against this Dragon Knight. The game is definitely over. But now they have the task damage. They can still defend them.
Yeah, they can. I think they should be taking this dragon to bottom rather than sieging mid. But let's see what they decide to do.
If they get a keep, they can look to end here.
Yep. Oh, Thrall getting really low.
Doesn't matter too much. They're going to charge in. Ghost of AJ getting low, gets taken out there by the Dragon Knight. Kick onto Night Raven as they look to try and get in on this mid keep. Hyperion still dealing a little bit of damage on the backside, but as it goes down, Demon Grab getting low. He's going to have to back up a little bit, start sieging more from a distance. We will see the big Riptide takes out Raynor.
Yeah.
And I think that may be the end here as they go in to try and take out this core, Kai.
Yep, definitely. Oh, but they're dropping like flies. They're dropping like flies.
Yeah, Dean Nasty got hit by a couple of those turret shots from the bottom keep. They needed a little bit more room to operate, and now it's the Badest dudes on the chase. Snuggly Ninja gets shoved all the way back into the... Oh, but wait a minute, he's going to try and get the kill on Demon Grab.
Oh, turn it! Oh!
Gets the heal from
that heal. Yep. Thrall chasing Jack of all as well, all the way back. That was a really good defense. They did get some damage out on that core, but I felt like if they had all focused on the core, maybe they would have gotten some more. But they kind of was staggering. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like they were staggering. And now the Badest dudes look to invade their bruiser camp. A good move on their side with 4 people down. This should help them at least maybe push in that top keep. Let's see. What are they going to do? They're going to back off. Varian going to... No. Yep. They're going to push in that top keep.
Everybody's coming back alive right now. Devil's Rejects. They're going to get Malfurion back now. Junkrat back soon. But they're coming in. The Badest dudes...
Yeah, they're committed.
Here on what we like to call the death bridge here, Kai.
Yep. Bridge of death. Like, see? The Misha. God.
First to die. We'll have the banner thrown down here by Ghost of AJ. They get the rest of the front wall. And yeah, as all 5 are coming up here, they're going to go ahead and back up and look to fight another day here.
Yep. That's a good defense. I've actually really liked the fact that the Devil's Rejects have been, how good their defense has been on all when they lost the objective right now. Like when the core... Oh, never mind. Variant blown up again. Yeah.
Yeah, they are blowing up people on the other side here. Varian goes down first. Satan saves, trying to find CC on.
Oh, and he does
get the stun. That's going to be a big double kill. And now with multiple catapults still already on the core, they are getting the bottom camp, but they could go core here, Kai, with 2 down.
Yep, definitely. I think this is where they made... Oh, great root by D Nasty. Oops, somebody popped their medallion for no reason on the side of the Devil's Reject. I think the excitement is getting to them, but that call to invade, I think it was a good call, but maybe a little too aggressive. Yeah.
And now, I think the Devil's Rejects are seeing it. The shielding already taken down here, 73% on the core. They're going to start to finish this thing off. Can the defense come in? Savior throwing out the root. Demon Grab popping Archon. But I think it's too little, too late. The damage comes down, and that is it. Game number 2 and the series for the Devil's Rejects.
Awesome. Really well played. It was good to watch. It was a good game to watch. Definitely worth the 45-minute delay that we had. I think I think our viewers also probably enjoyed that game quite a bit. They did put on a show for us, so I really do appreciate that. Here's a quick look at their stats. Once again, that Junkrat putting out massive damage, 79,000. Although this time, Demon Grad on the Tassadar beating that damage out with 112,000. Rexar doing his thing with 178 siege damage. But once again, Tassadar beating out that number with 218,000. Look at those healing numbers, Jay. Look at those healing numbers. Malfurion 105k, and the Stukov 100. Yeah, 128, almost 129. Yeah, I think both of them get the MVPs for this game. There was some great lurking arms that were put out by Stukov and Malfurion as well, with those roots catching people off guard. It was really good. Alright, so let's take a look and see if we can get somebody to interview.
Actually, I don't think we have time for an interview, Guy.
Oh.
Fortunately.
Alright.
Actually, never mind. We do have time.
All right, let's see if I can get somebody on from there for the interview. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah, you guys looked really, really strong on those games. The plan going into it. What was your state of mind with game number 1?
So we knew that they like to do the Johanna Anduin like falling sword comp. So our goal was to just cut the head off of that combo. So that's why we banned Johanna pretty much every both games. But for I don't even remember what we played game 1. What was game 1? Oh, Curse Hollow.
Cursed Hollow. Yeah.
Yeah. So Curse Hollow. We discussed what we wanted to take with our first pick. And we chose Tassadar, I believe, first pick there. Because Snuggly's really strong on it, and Tassadar is a strong hero in general.
Mm-hmm.
Risking giving them the Diva or the Gazlo, but they didn't take either one. So they gave us two pretty strong heroes there that we're pretty comfortable playing as a team. So we felt pretty confident just in the draft alone going into that game.
Yeah, and you guys definitely took advantage of that when they left that Diva open. I know you like to play Diva, and you've been playing quite a bit of Diva recently. But the way you played him was really, really good. I feel I feel personally you could have used the Diva bomb a little bit more.
But there was one. I think it was on first objective where I was going to use it, but then they started backing away, and I didn't need to waste it, so I didn't use it there. But the other times, I think I used it a little more aggressively.
No, fair enough.
Especially that last one where I died, and I told the team like, I'm dead, but then so are they because I killed 2 of them with bombs.
Yeah, exactly. That was a really good one. Who in game 2 now? Curse Dragonshire. Going into Dragonshire, what was your game plan?
So Snuggly and I were kind of arguing a bit about who we wanted to first pick, whether it was Tassadar or Rexar.
Mhm.
And I've been playing Rexar for years, especially on Dragonshire and Braxis, and I knew I was pretty strong on it. So we just decided to give them the Tassadar because we felt the Rexar would be the stronger pick there, especially on Dragonshire. He's one of the best heroes, if not the best hero, on that map. And we gave them the Tassadar, and then we just decided to just play around their draft pick with the Tassadar and whatever else they drafted, and then just had a strong draft again. We messed up a little bit with some of the macro and some of the rotations, splitting off a bit, but we capitalized on one of their keep rushes late game where Junkrat blew Varian into the keep, and then we blew him up, and then we just snowballed from there.
Yeah, that was a great move on their part. I really like the fact that the way you guys defended every time, like when you guys lost the dragon, the defense that you guys put up to save that bottom fort was really, really, really good, pushing them away. You guys almost turned that fight there, but yeah, it was great rotations. Who would you call the MVP for these games for you?
I mean, I think
Put
we're
you
all
on the spot.
MVPs. That's the political answer.
I'll put you on the
right?
spot there.
But I don't know. I'm not gonna answer that question honestly because I don't want to point one person out. I think we all played strongly as a team, which is something that we need to do more consistently.
Mhm.
Obviously, in previous games, had maybe one or two players on the team that really stood out. But I think here we really came together as a team. So I'm just gonna cop out and give all five of us MVP here. Satan will be the one that does the official one on the website or whatever. Whoever he wants to pick is fine.
Really good answer. I like that. But yeah, I feel like you guys deserve this domination. You guys played really well. You guys are now moving up in ranks. This kind of puts you guys with the domination up in fourth now. So you guys will be fighting with all three of them, I guess, with Illy Dancing Queens, Badest Dudes, and you guys with 11 points apiece. So you guys are going to be heading into that seed contention. But Jay, do you have anything else you would like to ask?
Yeah, I guess the only thing I really wanted to talk about that we haven't touched on was Mad Kaiser with the heals. That some of the Anduin plays in game one were pretty spectacular. The light bombs were good. What do you think? What do you think of your support's performance?
It's not my support. That's on the other team.
No.
My support is D Nasty.
D Nasty.
Oh
yeah.
Sorry, I mixed up the names. I mixed up the names in my head. I'm sorry, but yeah, D Nasty is who I was actually talking about with the Anduin.
Yeah.
You know, we joke around a lot. Not really a joke. I kind of firmly believe that Dynasty is the best player on our team just because he is a very solid support. Am I allowed to swear on this interview? I have no idea.
No.
I think we get one swear.
One swear.
With still being
All
a
right,
PG-13 rating.
all right,
We
well,
haven't burned it yet. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's after 10 o'clock Eastern, and I think the rule is you can curse whenever you want at that point. But but all I'll say is, like, one of the reasons I say D Nasty is incredibly strong as a healer is because he's really good with his oh shit buttons, which are like what healers are really good with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's great with the Anduin pulls. He knows when to light bomb both offensively and defensively, and we really just let him have free reign of whoever he wants to pick in draft in terms of a healer, because I think he's the one that we trust him on any healer that he picks, just because he has that reaction time to save people. And you know, he did it in game one with the light bombs. He did it in game two as well.
Yeah, great play on the part of D Nasty. I would crown him MVP on my side at least. The saves were awesome. The light bombs in the game one, in the game two, the roots through Malfurion, the healing, they were clutch. They were on point as usual. I agree with everything that you have to say. He is a great support to have on your side and on your squad. Any shout outs, Jack, that you would like to do?
I mean, definitely got to shout out the team: Satan, Corso, Snuggly, Dynasty, and myself. You already know this, Bonkai, because you were with us early on the team.
Yep.
You know, we've been through a lot of these past few months with the turnover and trying to find a solid team, and with the role swaps that we've done. And I think we each found our home on this team, the five of us.
Yep.
And we're just taking that and running with it now. We're a lot more comfortable playing together. We're communicating better every now and then. Obviously, there'll be some issues, but that's more me than any of the other guys. So I'll just take full blame for that. But I definitely have to shout out the team, and we've worked really hard to get to the position where we are now, playing in Heroes Lounge last season, where we kind of struggled a bit with cohesiveness and communication and stuff, and then we really just took NGS a lot more seriously, and I think now we're in a really good spot to make a name for ourselves in this division.
Yep, definitely. I do agree with everything you're saying. You guys did look strong out there. It looked like you guys are communicating well. But once again, I want to congratulate you guys on this 2-0 victory, on this domination. I wish you guys the best of luck going forward into the other games that you guys have. And any other closing thoughts, Jay?
No, I think you guys pretty much covered it. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, Jack. Really appreciating you sharing your thoughts with us. All right. You have a good one.
All right, you too, guys.
Thanks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jack Wolf from the Devils Rejects. Congratulations once again on their 2-0 victory in Division E. Everybody, If you do guys like the stream, drop a follow. Since you guys are here, might as well. It helps me out as well. And Jay, where can everybody find you?
Yeah, Twitter and YouTube and Twitch, all of it's the same. It's Jay's on Hots. I've also casted a lot of matches over there. Kai's been joining me for quite a few of them, so don't forget to drop a follow on my channels if you guys want some more cool NGS action. And thanks for having me, Kai. This was